Welcome back to the battle tree. It is time. It is time. The day has come. Today is the day. We are going straight to 3,000. Actually, not straight to it because there's 9 battles before. But hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, 3,000 is in the stars today. So the last 10 battles didn't get recorded, as you may or may not have noticed. Unfortunately, actually they got recorded. There was no sound. I have like an hour and 10 of footage with no sound. It's very unfortunate because it was a good episode, I would say. A couple close battles, one really close. The other one ended up being a 4-0, but it was very scary. It was another Mega Swampert that we got earlier this week. But yeah, so I have the footage. Maybe I'll edit a battle or two out of it at some point and add music. I don't know, maybe commentary. I don't think I'll do that, but we'll see. If enough people request it, you know, if you want to see that, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. But otherwise, I think the real hype moment is right here, right now. 3,000. All right, let's do this. Medicham, huge threat. Metagross, pretty big threat. Interesting start. So Medicham could be Mega. If it's Mega, it could detect. It sometimes detects turn 1, even though it can Oko Incineroar with high jump kick. And sometimes it fakes out, or is it only the other Medicham that has fake out? Let's just check for a second. Medicham, Mega. Also, if Metagross is Mega, then Medicham obviously cannot Mega, because Metagross would Mega first. It goes in that order. Does have fake out, as I thought, and the other one also has fake out. So fake out very probable here. I think I want to switch directly to Zapdos. Right. And Metagross could be Mega and Meteor Mash Fini. That's the worst case. Was it Clear Body? Let's see. Yes, it was. Okay. So it could go straight for a Meteor Mash into Fini. Not nice, of course. I could switch Metagross in, but I really want this Medicham gone because it is a gigantic threat. So I'm just going to Moonblast Medicham straight up and switch to Zapdos. We are not starting things easily today. Today's theme, by the way, is Unova Legend number 1, I think. So it's regular Metagross and regular Medicham. And the fake out goes into the Zapdos slot, which is amazing. And Metagross just goes for Earthquake. I couldn't have asked for a better start, actually. Gardevoir could also be Mega. Wow, okay. A lot of potential Megas here. I'm gonna protect Fini. Or do I? If it's Mega Gardevoir, it could go for Hyper Beam. I wonder if it's Telepathy. Because if it's Telepathy, it might bait Metagross into going for Earthquake right now. Or Explosion. This Metagross has Explosion. That will dent it. It being Zapdos. Fini, yeah, do I want to protect it? Gardevoir, if it's not Mega, it's probably gonna go for Energy Ball into that slot. But I don't want to catch a Pixelate boosted Hyper Beam with Incineroar. That's my concern. I could just go Metagross. If Metagross explodes, that's not an issue. It can tank a Hyper Beam, Energy Ball. Yeah, Metagross seems like a pretty good choice. I could protect, but then I'm losing momentum. Because next turn, Fini probably doesn't want to stay in either way. So yeah, I'm just going to go Metagross and Tailwind. Good turn 1, but we're not completely out of the woods here. It is Mega, okay. If it goes for Hyper Beam into Zapdos, I'm pretty sure I should tank it. Barely at +1. I have Tailwind now. It does go into Zapdos, and I do barely tank it. Alright, I know my calcs. Goes for EQ, probably. Oh wow, that did a lot to Metagross. Probably that Gardevoir was Telepathy then, before going Mega, and the AI got baited by that. But now I can simply go for my KO on Metagross. Stomping Tantrum and Thunderbolt should do that. And next turn I can Iron Head Gardevoir as I roost. Good damage. Very physically bulky, of course, is Metagross. Uxie is last, perfect. So Incineroar can deal with that. Not too concerned here. Iron Head Gardevoir and Roost. Man, Zapdos is such a beast. That was a Pixelate boosted modest Hyper Beam. Even Incineroar cannot take that. We're roosting. Uxie goes for extra sensory. Sounds fair. Let's roost once more. Iron Head this Uxie. And now we can just straight up attack and attack and attack. Until it's over. Excellent. Alright, good first battle. Lots of threats, but turned out to be pretty benign in the end. Sometimes it's like that. You get a lot of threats, but, you know, things work out in the flow of the battle, the way the switches happen and all that. You just have the right pieces at the right moment. Other times, things don't look too bad, and then all of a sudden they are bad. An untimely crit, untimely freeze, etc. Joaquin, oh no, that's a big threat, because that's a Rain team, and Rain is one of the biggest weaknesses of this team. I want to see right away, can Joaquin have... let's check. Can she have Zapdos 2? Because Zapdos 2 is the Stolly one. No, it's necessarily 3, which is naive. So my own Zapdos can put in a lot of work, except it has Light Screen. But I don't see it go for Light Screen very often. It could happen, don't get me wrong, but it's not super likely. It's gonna prioritize Rain Dance, probably, and then Thundering. So, I mean, Fini is good here because Kingdra, but at the same time, Zapdos threatens it. I could just... No, I don't want to fake out Zapdos and Moonblast Kingdra because then I tank a huge hit. Kingdra could protect as well. I think I would just rather go Zapdos and fake out Kingdra this turn to keep Incineroar safe. And then next turn I can Tailwind and maybe switch to Fini, something like that. Maybe U-turn, which would mean Incineroar would not be safe if I U-turn, so... Yeah, protect, there we go, so... Going for Moonblast that turn would not have given me anything. Alright, Thunder. So the only reason I'm a little scared of switching Fini in the Incineroar slot is that Thunder, precisely. Because it's probably gonna go for that again. It could go for Rain Dance, I'm not sure, but... If it goes for Thunder, there's really no telling which slot it's gonna go into. It's probably gonna do about the same damage to either of them. Do I want to U-turn for safety? And let Incineroar take a water hit? Hydro Pump, potentially? Incineroar can tank a Hydro Pump from Kingdra. Let's see the set, just to be sure. The Kingdra set. The one with Protect. Only one of the two has it. Has Blizzard, Surf, and Draco. Oh, perfect! Glad I checked, because Surf can definitely be tanked much better by Incineroar. So I'm gonna... Do I want to U-turn? Or do I want to knock off? I could knock off Zapdos. It has a Pitaya Berry that would maybe put it in range of a Thunderbolt. Because I don't need to knock off Kingdra. It's already in range of, I think, of Moonblast. Kingdra 4. I think Moonblast just KOs. I might be wrong. Let's see. It does not KO. Okay, so U-turn damage should actually give me that KO. Right? Why is U-turn not there? U-turn, yeah, pretty much. It could be a roll, but I'm gonna trust it for now. So yeah, I'm just gonna U-turn Kingdra in this case. Ah, there's the light screen. Surprising. Now Kingdra is not in range of... it's not in range of... Oh, I was scared of a freeze there. Not in range of Moonblast anymore. Do I still want to go Fini? Because Metagross is looking pretty good here. Being physical and all. Surf won't do that much to it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Metagross and target this Zapdos because Kingdra could protect. It might Blizzard, but we saw it didn't do too much to Zapdos. Of course I could get Frozen, but I think here Roosting is not the play. So let's double target this Zapdos. Try to get the Thunder out of the way and unlock Fini's potential in this game. Because usually against rain teams, Fini is the MVP. But obviously I need to get rid of the electric types before. That's a good chunk. It's naive, so Thunderbolt still does a lot, but now the special attack is up. Doesn't matter too much, because it's in range and I have Tailwind. So I can just Thunderbolt Zapdos and switch to Fini, because now that we're in rain, I don't want Metagross taking a Surf for no reason. Though I doubt it would go for Surf, because Surf would KO Zapdos. So Kingdra is not likely to go for Surf. Maybe another Blizzard? We'll see. Whatever it is, Fini tanks it. Oh, it just protects again. Okay. Fine by me. Ooh, Armaldo. Okay, that's a threat. But I still have Tailwind. This is my last turn. And Armaldo, I think, is the biggest threat here, because it could be Swift Swim, and it threatens Incineroar and Zapdos. So I'm going to double target it. Because if it's the bulky set with Life Orb, it's a little... Wow, another Protect, okay. Life Orb and bulky in the same sentence is not very... It's a little contradictory. Contradictory? I don't think that's how you say it. You know what I mean. So yeah, it could have been that, and actually it is that, right? Yeah, and now Tailwind is gone. Zapdos is at 2, not good. I thought the double up would KO, it didn't. I don't think there's any use like preserving Zapdos. If Kingdra is Swift Swim, if Armaldo is Swift Swim, they might outspeed here and KO. I'm gonna try Roosting, it's my best bet. And definitely finish off Armaldo with Fini. Okay, no Swift Swim. Great news. Blizzard could freeze. It didn't. And the light screen is now gone. Good news. As Caracosta comes in. Another huge threat. So I'm definitely just going to double target the Caracosta with Scald and Thunderbolt in case it's weakness policy. I can't just Thunderbolt it and leave it be, because if it's sturdy and weakness policy, there's a set like that, it can do a ton of damage. Zapdos will probably die here. No, it does not. Wow. Interesting. Moonblast was probably a better play to finish off the Caracosta, in hindsight. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. Let's Roost and Moonblast. Oh, here's the Z move. Okay, that's Z Draco into Zapdos. Will it live that? It might. Maybe not. I'm at half HP. Oh, it did live. On 3. Man, Zapdos. What a tank. What a tank. Misty Seed Zapdos is sometimes just too good. Thanks to the craziest stuff. Amazing. Alright. So that's Joaquin out of the way. I hope I don't see you again before 3000. Because she didn't bring her A+ threats there, for sure. She could have had Mega Swampert, which I'm always scared of. And, I mean, Ludicolo can be a threat, depending on the partners. Armaldo is a threat, to be fair. But it didn't have Swift Swim there, so that helped. Alright, we have Volcarona and Gengar. Ooh. Is it White Herb Volcarona? That's a big question. It is not. Okay, so it's the more threatening one. They're both bold, I'm pretty sure, with a lot of defense, if not max defense. So they're not threatening right out of the gate, but they go for Quiver Dance very, very reliably. So usually Fini is just an amazing answer to Volcarona, but clearly Gengar here is a big threat to Fini. So what I'm gonna do is protect Fini for this turn and knock off the Gengar. If it's Mega Gengar, which it's not, okay, so it's just gonna go down. If it was Mega, it would have brought it to the red pretty reliably. It could have KO'd, but most likely brought it to the red, and then it will spam Destiny Bond, which I can take advantage of to keep Fini safe. But there we saw the Quiver Dance, very threatening. Thankfully, she brings in Glaceon, and Glaceon cannot do much to these two. So I can focus down Volcarona pretty reliably. I will Calm Mind once and knock off the Volcarona, because it has leftovers that could be a little frustrating. It's quivering. Knockoff will not do much damage, neither would Flare Blitz, because as I said, it's bold with like max defense. It's still a sizable chunk, and this Hail actually probably helps me out, because I'm trying to get rid of Volcarona, but +1 Scald, if it doesn't Quiver Dance again, might pick up the KO. Maybe not, it's gonna be close. Either way, I'm gonna double up the Volk with Scald and Flare Blitz, and if Scald picks up the KO, then Flare Blitz will be redirected into Glaceon, which would be great. So let's see. Another Quiver, okay, getting a little greedy, but that means Scald doesn't KO. But it also means I'm gonna finish it off with Flare Blitz. So it definitely works out pretty well. Hyper Beam, probably the best Glaceon can do to Incineroar there, but now I can very safely ignore it next turn. And I got my delicious berry. Chandelure is last, and Chandelure does not appreciate these two Pokemon, so... Christian and Ezra, the two Sightseers of this, the two female Sightseers I should say, both have teams that are extremely weak to Incineroar. So usually I can pretty well sweep these two with just my lead. Or at least very little repositioning. So I assume +1 Scald KOs Chandelure, right? Do I wanna... Yeah, I'm gonna double it up. Just in case. It did, perfect. So let's see if Glaceon was what? Sash, Bright Powder? That was an Ace Sash. It could still be, what is it? Snow Cloak. So it could still dodge. But I don't really care here. Glaceon can barely touch these two Pokemon, and there we go. And it also cannot really touch Metagross in the back. Or maybe it has Shadow Ball. I don't remember. Maybe this set has Shadow Ball. Either way, this is Christian dealt with, and on we move. Oh wow, Christian and Ezra back to back. Amazing. And we all love Ezra. Ezra is a beautiful meme. Here she is in all her glory, making a perfectly timed appearance before 3000. I love it. She has, I think, exactly the same roster as Christian that we just faced. But she leads with Espeon and Latios, which is a very different lead. We didn't see White Herb on Latios. I don't remember if, let's see, if she can have every Latios set or not. Espeon is not too much of a threat, but I also don't like simply ignoring it because it can deal pretty sizable amounts of damage to Fini with Psychic, or with Incineroar with Hyper Beam. Espion, yeah, Psychic. Grass Knot doesn't do much though. And sometimes it goes for Dazzling Gleam. If I need to, I'm definitely gonna ignore it for a couple turns. Yeah, it can have all 4 sets of Latios. So obviously set 1 is the worst to face. We know it's not set 2. It could be set 4, in which case Intimidate goes a long way. If it's choice specs, it's gonna go for Thunder into Fini. It very reliably does that. So I'm just gonna protect Fini in case. Now that I know it can be specs, and I'm gonna knock off Latios in case it is specs. Psychic, amazing. Oh, Dragon Pulse, it's Latios 1. It's the threatening one, but now the Lax Incense is gone, and that makes a huge difference. It's gonna recover this turn, so I cannot just U-turn for the KO, unfortunately. But what I can do is Calm Mind and knock off Espion for the KO. And next turn I will be able to finish off Latios with Moonblast. Though, if I KO Espion here, she could send... Does she have anything that could threaten Incineroar? I don't think so. Yeah, I think this is fine. I just don't want to be threatened out next turn. Psychic does a lot. Recover as expected. Calm Mind. And we should KO Espion here. Perfect. Let's see what comes out. It is Genjar. Yeah, that threatens Fini, not Incineroar. But still not nice, because now I need to protect Fini. Fortunately, this Latios cannot do too much. It could Calm Mind, but Incineroar always deals with it pretty reliably. Oh, it's the same Gengar we just faced, so it's not Mega. That's a lot less scary because it's just gonna go down to knockoff here. It's Payapa Berry. Latios went for Calm Mind. Doesn't matter too much. Heatran is last. Actually, no, it's fine. I was wondering if Incineroar was in range of Earth Power at this point, but it's not. Not at all. I don't think Earth Power, sorry, will even give me my berry. So, do I just wanna... Yeah, I'm gonna double up the Latios with Moonblast and U-turn, just to guarantee the KO. Luster Purge. Doesn't do whatever the secondary effect can be, I don't remember. Nice berry activation. Turn for the KO. And I can very safely here go... Wait, that was... Heatran moved... Did it move before or after Fini? I think it moved after Latios, which means it's not Scarfed. I was wondering if maybe it was Scarfed. Doesn't really make a difference here either way, because if it's Scarfed, it's locked into Flash Cannon, but I think it's not Scarfed. I think I'm just getting a little mixed up in the turn order I just saw. So Stomping Scald definitely KOs either way. And that's Ezra dealt with. Beautiful. Thanks for your visit into this episode, Ezra. I appreciate it. It was Sash Heatran. Sash Heatran, I think, is Heatran 1, if my memory serves me right. $29.95. Halfway there. Well, almost halfway there after this battle. God, I'm getting anxious. We have a Dancer here. I don't know if this is going to be a Rain team. I never remember which Dancers are Rain and which are not. Atalanta, I think, is Rain, actually. And it is. Ooh, Pelipper Feraligatr. Now, that's very scary. Gator is super scary for my team. And it's Drizzle to make things worse. Yikes. Obviously, Fini is really good here, but the slot next to Fini, whatever I do, is in trouble. I don't really have a choice. I have to switch into Zapdos here. Because it could be Z-move Pelipper. It could go for Z Hydro Vortex. Well, it's the hydro pump, I think. I'm definitely gonna calm mine with Fini because it can't score a KO here either way. No use faking out because whichever Pokemon I fake out, the other one can probably KO Incineroar here. Feraligatr is at -1, which is a good thing. But it might start Dragon Dancing. And here's the Hydro Vortex. So Zapdos is guaranteed to live that, but it's gonna do a ton. Yep, it did a ton. If Feraligatr attacked, that's Zapdos gone. Yep. That's very unfortunate, but I had no other play. Alright, so Pelipper is fast, Hydro Vortex. Let's just check the speed stat real quick to be sure. I think it's faster than Fini. Actually, I'm 99% sure it's faster. I think it's 4, right? 128, yes, Fini is 125, I want to say. Okay, so I'm just gonna go Metagross here. Let's just calc real quick. Metagross can obviously Thunder Punch Pelipper for the KO, but I want to see how much Feraligatr can do to Metagross. It didn't go for Dragon Dance, which leads me to believe it's Feraligatr 3, but it's not confirmed. We can't really know. How much will it do to Metagross? First of all, how much would Fini do with Moonblast? Because that's probably what I'm going to go for this turn. Okay, not enough to activate the Lychee Berry if it's Feraligatr 4. Oh, it might be less bulky though. It is, it has a slight chance of activating the berry, which is not something I want to do. I could just Scald to put it in range. But if it's the other one, it might not do enough damage. Yeah, it's about 25. Let's see, does Metagross do enough with Thunder Punch on the next turn? Not really, no. Not if it's this one, so I should really Moonblast. Yeah, I think it's more optimal to Moonblast. So that's what I'm gonna do, Moonblast, Gator. Oh, I wanted to check the damage. In Rain, the damage on Metagross, because I might have to take a Waterfall here, or a Crunch actually, is also very likely. It is -1, but it could be Sheer Force. So let's do the worst case scenario. It really doesn't do much. That's a Sheer Force boosted Adamant Crunch. That's wild. I thought at least 50%. I know it's -1, but still. Gator is pretty strong. Actually, it's not very strong. It's 105. I thought it was a little higher. Alright. Definitely Thunder Punching the Pelipper here. Let's do this. Losing Zapdos so early makes me a little nervous, not gonna lie. But it's not the first time it happened against Train Trainers. It's, you know, it's a risk I have to take. It's not really a risk, it's my only play really. I could just sack Incineroar, but Fake Out is so valuable, and if Swampert is in the back, Intimidate is also extremely valuable. Ooh, Rotom. So it's the bulky Feraligatr. We saw that Moonblast would have done more if it was the other one. So it's 3, which is why it's not Dragon Dancing. It's not doing too much damage, so I would really like to focus on the Rotom here. +1 Moonblast with Thunder Punch, is it enough? Because it could have a Citrus Berry. It's Gator 3. Let's just check. It does have Aqua Jet, let's keep that in mind. Oh, it has Earthquake. It's definitely going for Earthquake here, because Rotom is there. The AI loves doing that. It doesn't do too much, so if I want to, I can ignore it. It's fine. So let's see Rotom. Worst case would be Rotom here. We are in rain, it can do a lot of damage, and this one is Citrus, exactly. So how much does Thunder Punch do? It doesn't activate the Citrus, it puts it at like 65 min. Does Fini do that? With +1 Moonblast. It's a max roll. That's not enough. That is not enough. Do I have another play? It could Thunder Fini here, but Fini is +1. I could tank. I would tank it. I don't see any merit in protecting one of them. Don't I? Don't I want to protect Metagross? Because in rain, Hydro Pump definitely KOs, right? Surely it does, yeah. So Moonblast, yeah, I'm at full, I'm at +1. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Moonblast Rotom, protect Metagross this turn, and then I'm doubling up Rotom next turn. I could get a special attack drop. That could be cool. It went for Hydro Pump, amazing. So Fini kept very safe here. As I predicted, Feraligatr goes for Earthquake, and here I have a super free double KO. Whew! That was a very scary rain fight. I mean, it's not over, but it's gonna be a 3v1. So I'm feeling pretty confident. With Fini at full. +1. Metagross, still very healthy. Amazing. So it was not Citrus Berry, which definitely helps. What's this one? It's Rindo Berry. Right. Kingdra. Alright, so Fini was that. So I can just protect. Moonblast. Whew. Alright. That was another Rain Trainer. So we got Joaquin and Atalanta today. So we're definitely facing some threats before the grand trial of 3000. I really wonder what special trainer I'm gonna get at 3000. If I had to predict, I mean, the odds are the same for all of them. But if I had to make a wild prediction, I'm gonna say Wally. Because so far, almost all my milestones have been Wally for some reason. So I'm gonna say Wally. And Wally is definitely not free. Wally is kind of threatening for this team. It would be pretty free if it didn't have Magnezone. If his team didn't have Magnezone. Because Fini kind of rolls over all the rest, but Magnezone puts a screw in the wrench. Oh no, Blissey. Hi. Long time no see. Like 2 days, right? Hopefully it's not Blissey 4. Or maybe hopefully it's Blissey 4 because it's not that hard to deal with, but... yeah. I'm gonna fake out Calm Mind. Start setting up Fini a little bit to deal with Blissey's partner. Oh, it's Calm Mind Blissey. It's Blissey 3. Okay. Which is also very tricky, by the way, because it has counter. And my best way of beating it is very clearly physical attackers. Here I can freely Moonblast Primarina, and Incineroar outspeeds both. So I can U-turn. Does he outspeed Blissey? It does outspeed Primarina for sure. Probably outspeed Blissey. If it doesn't, it's fine, doesn't matter. So which one do I U-turn? I think I'm gonna U-turn Blissey for some chip damage. Because I don't need chip on Primarina, it's in range of another Moonblast or Thunderbolt. I mean, do I go Zapdos here? Yeah, because Blissey could always counter, that's the big problem. And I don't want Metagross to take a counter here. It would do a lot. Zapdos can roost the counter off, so... Gonna go Zapdos. It also tanks anything Primarina wants to throw into that slot. And I don't want Metagross to tank anything. Especially not a Hydro Vortex. Alright. Zapdos tanks this pretty well. Does about half, a little more. Oh, this Blissey has T-Bolt. I forgot about that. Doesn't do too much, but, you know, if it Calm Minds enough, it could do much. Definitely gonna keep Zapdos healthy here, finish off Primarina. And then take it from there, see what the third one is. Ice Beam cannot freeze because Misty Terrain. Oh, Flygon. If it's Continental Crush, could it be? That's an Ace Trainer Tama? It's Tama. Let's check. I really need to know that, because if it can be Continental Crush, I need to switch. 100% into Metagross. Flygon. It could be, yeah. Okay, Metagross. Because otherwise I'm putting my Zapdos at risk here of, well, dying. So Moonblast, switch to Metagross. We know Flygon is not going for Earthquake or Earth Power, so Metagross should be pretty safe here. Either way. Just a Stone Edge, why doesn't it... Oh, it doesn't Z-move because Primarina Z-moved. I'm an idiot. But then again, I don't want Zapdos to take a crit Stone Edge either way, so that was the right play. Thunderbolt, obviously damage adds up, but the berry is now in sight, and what a good time to have gotten Metagross in. So Fini is not really necessary anymore. So it's fine if I just keep Moonblasting. Actually, it's necessary for Misty Terrain, if anything. How many turns left? Because Blissey could be Serene Grace, and then Thunderbolt, Ice Beam can freeze, para everything. I would like to preserve Misty Terrain now that I can. So I'm actually gonna go... Incineroar is pretty safe here. And I'm gonna KO Sylveon. I really like this music. Feel the intensity. Iron Head is a very guaranteed KO on Sylveon because it has very poor physical defense. And then I can just fake out Iron Head and then probably finish it off with Iron Head. So that should be safe. And counter should not be able to do anything here to even happen. Yep, that's in range of another. I think it has lefties. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I can just knock off and Iron Head. And I am so happy this was not Blissey 4. Because god, that could have been a very long episode just because of that. Good. Getting there. Getting there. I'm ready. Bring it on. 97. Let's go. What's next? Oh, a veteran. No. Why is it all the threats today? I mean, it could have been worse. But veterans are... I mean, there's a lot of them. Gotta expect them. But they tend to have Raikou a lot. And Raikou... In the missed episode of yesterday... Raikou was a big part of the scary game. It was the last Pokemon. I had only Incineroar and Metagross left, and it had a Reflect up. It could have the Misty Terrain was gone. It could paralyze me with Thunder, but in the end, the team came through. Thankfully. So Cobalion and Azelf. Cobalion obviously threatens Incineroar. Not a KO. Incineroar is guaranteed to live anything, but I don't really want to take a close combat. One of the sets has close combat, just one. The others have Sacred Sword. Or actually one of them has Focus Blast. But I really want to knock off Azelf for, well, obvious reasons. I don't want to fake out Cobalion because... I could fake out Azelf, but I don't want to take a close combat. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play it defensively this turn to reposition. So I'm going to protect Fini and go Zapdos, because Zapdos is great here against these two. And then I'm probably going to switch Fini into Incineroar. Energy Ball, which is why I didn't want to tank something with Fini here. I think it's Expert Belt. Cobalion is lowering its defenses, and it is the close combat set with Life Orb. Incineroar is guaranteed to tank that, by the way, but it does a lot. It activates the berry. I would rather save my berry for now. So let's go Incineroar in that slot. Hopefully Energy Ball goes in there again, but maybe it's gonna... I don't know, does it get Blizzard? I'm not sure. But either way, I'm gonna Tailwind here. Let's go Incin. Thunderbolt this time. Alright, I would have preferred Energy Ball, but I'll take it. This Iron Head does nothing. Cobalion is now -2, which is good to keep in mind because the more nerfed it gets, the more I can just ignore it. And if I can just leave a foe completely useless on the field, that gives me such an advantage, you know? This turn I'm gonna U-turn Azelf and Thunderbolt it. Azelf will get to move because it's faster. Yeah, still faster than Insane, but it's fine. Oh, it was Sash. Nasty Plot is Sash. Okay, it was Sash, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, something. And I U-turn because I don't want to take a close combat. So now that it's -2, I could go Metagross, but I think Fini's okay here. Hopefully it's gonna... Yeah, close combat, perfect. So now it's -2 defense, -2 speed def, and -2 attack. So this Cobalion is getting really useless. And we have a Cow Moo in the house. Not a threat, because Fini outspeeds all the threatening sets. I think there's 3 of them. And very clearly Moonblast Okos. So I guess I could roost what little damage I have, but I think I'm just gonna Thunderbolt Cobalion. Let's not... Oh, it protects. Okay. That's fine. I could have roosted. But that's okay. There's a Sash Calmu, but it's not a threatening set at all, so I didn't really care if it was that. Tornadus is guaranteed, I think, to go down to Thunderbolt, if my memory serves me right. I'm gonna double it up just in case, and the Moonblast will be redirected into Cobalion if Thunderbolt does KO. Oh, it's the bulky set. Okay, I think there's one set that has no speed and bulk, and that lives Thunderbolt. The others are guaranteed. This Iron Head still did more than I thought. Not gonna lie. It could like flinch me here, I guess, or crit Fini. I could protect Tailwind to be extremely safe, but you know what? Let's not. Let's live dangerously and set up Tailwind. I guess living dangerously would have been double attacking. I left myself a little bit of safety there. Alright, Cobalion, your time has come. Great. So that was a very, very safe Ignacio fight compared to what they can be. Because he can have Thundurus and Raikou, and he often has them. And these two together put so much work against my team. Another Dancer, okay. Is this one Rain again? Dancer Carry. I don't think Carry is Rain, but I could be wrong. It is not, okay. Absol. Is it Mega? Oh, Unnerve. Unnerve really sucks. I want to get Vespiquen out of there as soon as possible, so that I don't have to worry about getting my delicious berries. Do I want to Calm Mind here? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm gonna fake out Absol, scout the set. It could be Sash or Mega. And that's gonna determine how I approach the second turn. It's Mega. Okay. So hopefully you don't mind me covering the animations here. I'm going to go here and check the exact set of Mega Absol. Absol. Vespiquen went for attack order into Incineroar and did about 20%, I want to say, something like that. About 25% actually. Alright, Mega Absol, Sucker Punch, Mega Horn, Playroth, Stone Edge. Stone Edge is the big one here. It's probably going to go for that in the Incineroar slot, so I don't want to go Zapdos. I want to go not Incineroar, Metagross here. And KO Absol. Let us do that. Stone Edge. As expected. Does it crit? It's not a crit. Attack order again does a sizable chunk considering it's -1. And for all my talk of getting Vespiquen out of there as soon as possible, I'm actually gonna double up Politoed here because I don't want any range shenanigans happening. So I'm just gonna Thunder Punch and Moonblast. I outspeed with both, so that should very easily get the KO. And I'm pretty sure Vespiquen cannot really touch Fini, so definitely helps. It could start boosting defensively with Defense Order, I think. But this Moonblast will actually go into there because Thunder Punch surprisingly OHKO'd Politoed. I didn't expect that. Ooh, Meganium, okay. How much did Moonblast do? Oh, it did half. Wow, okay. So I can just Moonblast Vespiquen and Iron Head Meganium then. Almost a 2-hit KO. Maybe it's a roll. Ooh, nice flinch. Well, definitely not a roll with leftovers, but at this point, all is good. Let's finish up this Meganium. I love Meganium. I think it would have potential with like a better move pool maybe. Because it has pretty good stats as a tank. Of course, its offense leaves to be desired. But it's a pretty good tank. It's pretty passive as a tank. Heal Pulse is good, but it's pretty much all it can do, in doubles at least. Of course, it gets screened, but you know, as a screens Pokemon, you want something fast. And something that's not just gonna sit there and do nothing after the screens are up. Christian again, wow. So 2 times Christian today and 1 time Ezra. This is Sightseer Day. Ooh. That's a threatening lead. Do I want to switch instantly into... Yeah. I need to switch into Zapdos and knock off Gengar. Vikavolt is a huge threat. Usually I would just Flare Blitz it. Oh, maybe that's what I'm gonna do actually. Yeah. I can't leave Fini in and protect it. Because if it's Mega Gengar, I'm gonna be trapped. And I don't want to be trapped having just protected with Gengar and Vikavolt in front of me. You know? Though, I mean, Incineroar outspeeds Vikavolt. I can always Flare Blitz it turn 2. And if I knock off Gengar turn 1, if it's Mega, then it's going to Destiny Bond turn 2. So Fini will be safe. Oh, you know what? All of a sudden it sounds like it's not a bad idea to just stay in. Let's do it. And protect Fini and knock off Gengar, but it's not Mega. Again, 3 times in a row, not Mega Gengar. I feel like usually it's always Mega Gengar. Obviously, in truth, it's a 50-50 chance, but it felt like that, at least. Mud Shot. Alright, no Thunder. Interesting. My Speed Falls. Now that's something to take into consideration here. Incineroar is 91 speed. Vikavolt is 63. I'm just gonna calc. Sorry about that. I'm opening my calculator. You can see it here because I am bad at math. Not 63, but rather 91 times 0.67. 61 speed. I am outsped right now by this Vikavolt. That's what I wanted to know. So I can't safely Flare Blitz it because if Magnezone and Vikavolt double up into Incineroar, I think it's gone? I don't know. Incineroar would eat the berry from a Magnezone hit. And I don't think Vikavolt can KO it. No, Thunderbolt does 50% at most. And if it's Thunder, it does, sorry, you can see here, It does 62% at most. Yeah, it cannot KO me right now. 124. I'm at 120. But I would get the berry from Magnezone first, because Magnezone is faster. I mean, Magnezone is not likely to attack. Yeah, that's the thing. Magnezone is not likely to attack Incineroar at all. It's probably gonna go after Fini. 124 is a bad roll, though. I mean, there's a few bad rolls. So Incineroar could get KO'd by Thunder. That's like the only bad thing that could happen here. Incineroar is the way I have of KOing Vikavolt, though. It's really important. I just protected Fini, so it's very clear that I'm switching Fini into Zapdos at least. That's a no-brainer. And to be fair, Incineroar cannot switch into Metagross right now. I am not giving away my Metagross like that. No way. Not when there's a Magnezone that begs to be stomping tantrumed. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna hope there's not a high roll. If there is, I'm gonna need to wear down this Vikavolt slowly with my other members. I've done it before. It's possible. Ooh, okay, and I'm brought to 129 by the... Oh, that couldn't have gone any better. So, first of all, Magnezone did target Incineroar, as you saw. Not Fini, which I am surprised by, but as I predicted, it does activate my berry, and it brought me higher. And meant that Thunder could not have KO'd. So in the end, it works out as good as it could have. And now that Volcarona is in the house, Fini is extremely important. And Volcarona is actually a big problem because it prevents me from KOing Magnezone with Metagross. Yikes. So we saw Thunderbolt. I didn't notice the turn order. Yeah, the turn order. Magnezone, because one of the Magnezone is faster than Incineroar, the other is slower. So it's Magnezone 4. It's slower. Okay, so Incineroar is kind of safe here, I think. 68 HP. Let's just double check to be sure that it's actually safe. Volcarona, Bug Buzz. It has no investment, so 73 at most. Oh, actually I am not safe. It's like a 50-50 roll. Would Volcarona go for it though? If it doesn't have a guaranteed KO, it is much more likely to Quiver Dance than Bug Buzz. And I really want to Flare Blitz this Magnezone and just give my Incineroar an exchange of Magnezone. I should Tailwind here for Volcarona. Yeah, for the future. I need Tailwind. And... oh no, I don't outspeed Magnezone with Incineroar because of the Mud Shot. That's a problem because Magnezone is definitely targeting Incineroar this turn. How stupid of an idea is it to switch in Metagross? Let's just evaluate that. I'm probably gonna sack Incineroar even though I would rather not. Wait, I don't have my set as a non-mega? Really? I used to. I don't know why it's gone, so it's 76 HP. Let's just enter it real quick. 76 for Magnezone 4. Here, Thunder. Oh, it's analytic, that's why. Yeah, and it would get the boost here, the analytic boost. I mean, it might not be analytic, but I need to, you know, take into consideration the worst case scenario. I am not taking 85% on the Switch. Forget about that. I am coming in unharmed. So Tailwind, and I'm gonna attempt to Flare Blitz Magnezone. Probably not gonna work. QD. And I am getting a call. So if you would excuse me, I will be back in a second. And we are back. Sorry about the little interruption there. Alright, so as predicted, Incineroar goes down here. I get Tailwind. Volcarona goes for Quiver Dance. Okay. So as long as I can get Volcarona out of the way, Metagross wins. As long as I get Magnezone out of the way, Fini wins, right? I mean, Volcarona, if it starts Quiver Dancing a lot, and it probably will, is actually... No, I don't think it can face Fini too well. I'm at full with Fini. Because right now I have Tailwind, I'm very tempted to just go for the KO on Magnezone. We know it's Assault Vest, so it can't... It's not Bright Powder, so Incineroar can... Not Incineroar, Metagross can just score the Oko. So I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go Metagross. KO Magnezone. Get it out of the way. I need to double it up in case it's sturdy. And then Fini plus Zapdos should be able to win against Volcarona. That's my endgame. Amazing. Oh, and it was not sturdy, so I get a free Thunderbolt on Volcarona, which is great news. Every bit of chip matters, and right now I'm still faster with both Zapdos and Metagross. So it might go for a third Quiver Dance, which would be a lot of nice free damage here. Stomping Tantrum, Thunder Punch, both do exactly the same amount to Volcarona. So it doesn't really matter which I pick. That's a good chunk. Yeah, now it should be in range of Skull. Maybe not, because it's +3 now. Yeah, but I'll keep hammering away. Now it should, in theory, get the KO on... Oh, it's Leftovers also, which means it's Heat Wave. Which definitely won't KO Zapdos unless it crits. So let's double it up again. Oh, I have Tailwind, and so I'm still faster with Metagross. Nice. So that should be it then. Yeah. Did not even need Fini. So as you saw there, the AI usually prefers, if it can boost speed, it prefers boosting speed until it can outspeed you. Even if it can Oko you, it's not gonna go for it usually until it's outspeeding you. Speed is like an absolute priority. And with that, here we are, battle 3000. Who's it gonna be? I'm excited. Let's go. I'm ready. Is it Wally? As I predicted. It is Dexio. Wow, that's like one of the rarest for me to see. For some reason, I don't see Dexio as much, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure Dexio's team is not too bad against mine. From what I remember, he has what? Mega Slowbro? Okay, Whimsicott, Espeon. Espeon is not too much of a threat. Whimsicott can be annoying, but it's not too bad either. I would like to just get Whimsicott out of the way. It could go for Tailwind, and I would not get mine, which, not too good. Yeah, you know what? Instead, I'm going to set up a little bit. I'm gonna Calm Mind first and fake out the Whimsicott to prevent Tailwind this turn, and next turn I'm going to U-turn. Grass Knot will not do much. Yeah, that does nothing because Fini is super light. I think it's Expert Belt boosted as well. Don't quote me on it, but I think so. Alright, so that's a good +1 for Fini. I'm going to Moonblast Whimsicott and U-turn Espeon. I don't think U-turn will KO, but that's exactly what I want. I don't want to KO, because this is a perfect combo here to get my Tailwind on. Yeah, and he goes for Tailwind, so I wanted to be sure that I would get my Tailwind as well. Perfect, leaves it right in the yellow. Will be taken down by any hit, and now I'm gonna get my own Tailwind to be sure I don't get outsped by everything. And Espeon has to recharge next turn, so, you know, KOing it there would not have been a good play. I'm gonna Moonblast Whimsicott, get it out of the way, and Tailwind myself. Oh, special attack drop. Not too nice here. Thankfully, it's not a special attack drop on Fini, but, you know, Zapdos would probably have liked to stay in. Oh, and we have a Alolan Ninetales here. No snow warning, though. It could be Sub-Zero Slammer, I think. Let's check the sets real quick from Dexio. It can probably have both. Ninetales. No, it's only set 2 with Psychium Z. Ice Shard, Freeze Dry. Oh, this set usually goes for Freeze Dry into Fini pretty reliably, but at +1, Fini tanks a lot of Freeze Dries. So it's really not a concern. And I'm glad it's not the set that can set Aurora Veil, because that's the big threat. Not sure what Espeon will do here, probably Hyper Beam or Psychic. I think anyway, I'm just gonna double up the Ninetales. And that should pick up the KO. Yep, Freeze Dry. Does about nothing. Hyper Beam misses. I would have liked it to hit actually, so that I don't have to worry about Espeon next turn. But the double up does not KO because of the special attack drop. Unfortunate. This turn I will actually go for the double KO to make sure I have a 4v1 after that. Hyper Beam does connect. I wonder if it would have KO'd Fini here. It might have. I don't think it would have been a huge concern. But maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure. At +1 Spadef, it may have been a roll or something like that. Here we have Slowbro. This is where the special attack drop on Zapdos really hurts. But I think it's fine. I'm gonna Moonblast and Thunderbolt. And if it does not pick up the KO, I will be surprised, but I still have, you know, my entire backline. Amazing. Wow, that was such an easy battle for 3000. Amazing. So the team is now at 3000. It's been beaten. It's been reached. What a milestone. I never thought the team would get there. I really didn't. So many close encounters along the way too. I saved most of them. So I will probably be sharing these as replays. Yeah, some of them were pretty wild. I would say there's about 4 or 5 where I really thought I had lost. And I don't know, either the RNG gods or the team's resilience, you know, the fact it has so much bulk definitely helps. There's so many clutch survivals in very tough times. But yeah, here we are, ZapFini at 3000. Wow, I can barely believe it. I can't even start thinking about 4000 because as you can see, the battles take a long time and it's so grueling. It's such a grueling grind. So 4000 for now looks to me like it's like light years away. Every 1000 is very long unless I invest a lot of time into it. Like when I did 25 battles a day, that's what I used to do. Then the pace is pretty good, but it's also taking like 2 to 3 hours out of my day every day. And you know, it takes a toll on you. Even though it's a lot of fun, it takes a toll on you. So yeah, Sword and Shield is coming out soon. I think I'm gonna be spending most of my time there. So I don't know when I'm going to finish this streak. And you know, finish is such a tough word here because who knows how far it can go. I could lose in the next 10 battles, or I could lose at 6000 or something. Who knows? That makes it a little a little less motivating to go super far, because at some point it's like, how much longer am I going to be doing this for? As fun as it is to go further and further and further, at some point it's just like, what's the point? You know, when it takes so much time out of your day, every day, you really start wondering, why am I doing this? When am I gonna lose? And clearly this team, like, it's far from invincible. It's definitely going to lose someday, but I have no idea when. So, for now, I think I'm going to take a little break. Probably going to do some fun stuff in Tree, some memes, probably some monotype teams. I started doing some monotype challenges, and I might be streaming some of it actually. But I think ZapFini for now will take a little break. Maybe not, maybe I'll miss the team and go back to it. We'll see, whatever I feel like doing. I'm just happy to be at 3,000 right now. It's just a big relief. I was so scared of losing like just before or something. Feels amazing. So thank you to everyone who watched. It's been a pleasure doing this small little mini-series. Let me know if you want to see something out of the last episode. Either the close battles or, you know, I can upload the whole thing, like sped up with some music. Maybe I can do that if you're really interested, but if you're not, it's absolutely fine. And I hope you enjoyed. And I encourage everyone to try this team. Now you see how it functions. I have a QR code team. It's in the link there's a link in the description below, so check it out if you're interested. Or otherwise, I just encourage anyone to start doing things in Tree, you know? Try any team, even if it's bad, start losing and then adjust, and that's how you get good. That's how you make good teams. In my opinion, you need to try stuff out and then adjust. So thank you very much once again for watching, and I'll see you, I don't know, probably on stream. Follow me on Twitch. I think the link is down below. Follow me on Twitch if you're interested in watching me stream, because I don't think I'm going to be doing many YouTube videos in the future, but we'll see. Alright, thanks again and goodbye.